football for what he has done.
You go down in history. Now, Cape Verde in their own half trying to pass. And that is ball surging forward. And the Spanish quickly regains possession. And that is the Spanish national team for you. Pedri is being surrounded. He will go along to his right hand side. Ferran Torres is there. Torres to Fabian Ruiz. The 1-2 didn't work. Borges intercepts. He clears the ball out of danger, but Ferran Torres was there to intercept. It's going to be a defensive throw-in for Cape Verde. 4-1-4-1 formation. But the Spanish still have taken total control of the midfield. And I'm not sure that anybody is surprised that the Spanish have been very dominant so far. In fact, Cape Verde, they haven't crossed the center half of the pitch.
Yeah, so the Cape Verde side is a side that doesn't concede a lot of goals. But when you look at this game, Spain is pressing because they want to score early. And when you score early, you get the chances. But then when you look at this Cape Verde side, they don't want to move too forward. They don't want to stay back too. So they are pushing the Spanish players with the ball. They don't want to host the ball in their yard, keep it long over there. No. It's more than they clear it away. And so for me, I see this game being very difficult for Spain, even though they will control the possession. The attackers of Cape Verde, they don't have a lot of goals among them. But when you look at the Spanish attackers, these are free-flowing players. And so they will take advantage of that. They have the speed, they have the strength to pull off whatever they want to do. They won't waste the energy defending alone. They'll pull off something.
You will not waste the energy defending alone. Now it is Lopez back to goalkeeper Bosinha. Bosinha telling his players to calm down. They will need cool heads if they can manage to get something out of this game. Now the Spanish regains possession again, back to goalkeeper Unai Simon. Many believe that David Raya should be starting for the Spanish national team.
Yes, if you look at the current form, what Raya did over the season, he won the Golden Glove in the Premier League, recording, a record and number
second
of
consecutive time.
Yes, for the second consecutive time. It also tells you the consistency that he's been able to achieve over the years in the Premier League. And so, Premier League being the best league in the world and being able to attain such feats, I think should automatically grant you access to being the number one of the Spanish national team. But here lies the case where Unai Simon is a very experienced goalkeeper. He's been in this over the years and helped them to win the trophy and Euros. And then coming into this tournament, I wasn't surprised that De La Fuente decided to put his faith or keep his faith in Unai Simon. But I believe that as the tournament progresses, I expect David Raya to be given a chance the starting role in the team. I also think that Unai Simon deserved the spot because when you look at the shots he faced as compared to the shots Raya faced, he faced a lot of shots and made a lot of saves. But when you look at the Arsenal defense, they shielded Raya a lot of times as compared to Unai Simon. So the defensive exposure didn't help Unai Simon. So he made a lot of saves. Yes. So for me, I feel that he's proven that he wants to be the number one as compared to defensive line saving you and then you making sure you carry the team. I think that is what gave him the edge.
I believe there is this saying that don't fix what's not broken, and that's what the coach is doing, the Afro is doing, because since Simon started in goal, he's been brilliant. They've won the
Euros
with him, and national team sometimes it depends on how loyal. That's why you see the likes of Kante still playing in teams like France, although they have very good midfielders, but it's who they are loyal to and who the coach believes fits the system. So you might perform very good, you might do whatever you want to do. It's the reason why Gavi is even starting today, because if Gavi, who has been out for almost the entire season, gets better within some few weeks before the start of the World Cup, starts a game ahead of Nico Williams. There should be, but you know, it's because the coach trusts that when he gives him a role, he's going to do it and do it very well. So
Yeah, but
it's all about
Nico has not been consistent this season.
Yeah.
He has fitness. Yeah, so if Gavi play ahead of him, I think that it's been fair. I don't think, because you know we've seen Gavi, we know what Gavi can do, we know Nico too can do, but Nico's fitness and then his form this season has not been consistent with the kind of Nico we knew way back.
Gavi can give you something in midfield, but on the right hand side,
as a winger,
which he hasn't played since the season started. It's a bit of a question mark from back. Like I said, it's just the coach trust
him.
His players, because if he says tackle, don't go here, Gavi is really okay with that. And maybe Nico wouldn't, because he would want to explore more, he wouldn't want to track back to defense. So the coach would be like, since Gavi would understand the tactics, he's better off than Nico.
Yeah, so I think the formation they are playing also play the role. If you are playing Gavi, meaning Gavi will drop back and play midfield role, unlike Nico playing the wing side, moving forward always. So in defense, you become 4-4-2. You leave for Yazabel and Ferran Torres up front, and then Gavi can just track back. So for me, I think it's a fair decision by the coach, not because of loyalty. That is what I think.
All right, not because of loyalty. Spain against Cape Verde. We've done 11 minutes of action, and still no goal for either side. But the Spanish national team, they've been very, very, very dominant. Very, very, very dominant in this game. And I'm not sure anybody is surprised that they have their feet on their throat. They are not allowing them to breathe. That is Spain for you. The total football has been working, but for coach Bobista and his men, keeping a very compact shape and staying in the game for as long as they could, it's something that might probably get them the results. But in fact, can you defend against the Spanish team for 90 minutes?
I think they should just enjoy themselves. It's their debut at the World Cup, and they have to enjoy themselves. Whether they go all out to defend, I believe and I think they are going to lose this game. So they just have to come out of their shell, play very better, and then who might know that scouts are watching, you might get yourself a very good opportunity to play in one of the biggest teams in Europe. So they should not sit back and defend and soak the pressure. They should allow themselves to come out. Who knows that even when they explore more, they can actually hit the defense of Spain. So they should just play, enjoy the game, and enjoy the tournament.
What do you think, Ben?
You can definitely defend for the 90 minutes. By hook or crook, they will break them up at some point. But if that happens, you see, when you have Curacao against Germany, Germany had the opening goal, and then Curacao equalized. The intensity was very much alive in the game, and then the hydration break came in. They resumed play, and it seems the Curaçao's players had the intensity lost, and that's helped Germany to massacre them at the end of the day. But I believe that if they concede goal, the way they will be able to compose themselves as they are doing now will determine whether they will be able to record a decent defeat. I don't expect the Curaçao results to happen here, not at all. But I believe that they will be able to give them, a bit of a run for their money, and then we'll see what Curaçao, humiliation to happen to them.
Fabian Ruiz switches play to Llorente. Llorente to Paco Bassi. Back to Fabian Ruiz. Ruiz to Rodri. Gavi has been penalized for handling the ball, and it will be a defensive free kick for Cape Verde, making their debut appearance in the FIFA World Cup is such a big deal. And I remember when Ghana made our debut in 2006. It was a big deal in Ghana back then. They gave us, off days in primary school just so we can go home early to go and then watch the Black Stars. And I know definitely it is the same thing going with Capo Verde. And now they give the ball away, and Pedri makes the first attempt at goal. But this one, it is not going to be a problem for goalkeeper Vosinha.
Yeah, I remember when I was in class 6, that was when you qualified for our first World Cup, and we used to, go home. Sometimes when you close, you don't have TV at home, but you go and perch somewhere and wait for the match to come, you watch before you go home. But then I think this is a tournament, it's not a league. And hence, everyone knows or thinks of how to qualify from the group stage. When you look at this Cape Verde side, my two brothers are saying that they can't defend the entire 90 minutes. Unless, let's say, there is a red card or a yellow card. If they want to defend, they can defend. You have to be strategic. Either you draw Spain, you win Saudi Arabia, and draw Uruguay. If you know you can't win your entire matches. So if you want to draw Spain, you have to be very defensive. If you want to go offensive, they will counter you. So playing against the Spanish team, you don't have to come out the entire game. You take your chances. We saw this Cape Verde side play Egypt, and they played 2-2 against Egypt. A whole Egypt. They scored Ghana, the almighty Ghana, right? And so if you have,
are we almighty?
Oh, we were once the Brazil of Africa, and then now Senegal and Morocco are claiming.
We were the Brazilians of Africa in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Oh,
well, that grace is still on us. That is why we are still being respected. And so if they can be consistent in defense, I think it will help them. They can draw this game, win against Saudi Arabia, draw against Uruguay, and then qualifies. That's it. Who knows, they might get an easy opponent in the round of 16. Who knows? And so for me, I think they can do it. And if you look at what they've done previously in the tournament that they've gone in, they can do it.
All right, so that is Harry Lord. But I don't think that they can defend for 90 minutes against Spain. But let's see. Pedri back to Aymeric Laporte. In fact, they've barely made it out of their goal area, and that is Cape Verde. They've defended throughout and making sure that Spain will not get the opportunity to penetrate their goal area. And that is the head coach of the Spanish national team, Luis de la Fuente, the reigning European champion. He's seen it at the highest level, from juvenile to youth and then to senior national team football. This is his maiden appearance at the World Cup, and he's hoping to go into the history books, joining the likes of the legendary Spanish national team coach Vicente Del Bosque. He conquered global football for 6 years. He won the Euros in 2008, the World Cup in 2010, the Euros in 2012, where they destroyed the Azuris of Italy. So De La Fuente is chasing that record, and he's a very ruthless coach, because despite the pressure on him to bench Unai Simon for the likes of Juan Garcia of Barcelona and Arsenal's goalkeeper, he still decided to stick to the guys who have given him. And Pedri with a long one. Spain still in it, but Cape Verde cleared the line. It is back to Fabian Ruiz. He missed it. He still regains possession. It is Marco Corella. He just agreed a deal to move to Real Madrid from Chelsea. Barely 24 hours after saying that he's in love. And Paco Bassi will try one, but his shots deflect Fabian Ruiz, and it is going to be a welcome goal kick for Cape Verde. Pressure upon pressure from the Spanish national team. And it's been a complete one-sided game in 20 minutes of action.
Yes, one-sided so far. But I think the Spanish national team, I think they are lacking the creative spark from the wings. I think that has always been their strength. Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal coming in from the wing, then they create. They are even struggling to, penetrate the defense. That's why you could see Fabian Ruiz and then Gavi trying to shoot from afar and try to see if it could result in a goal to open up the game more. Pedri, Rodri, they are doing their best in midfield. So far, they are dictating the pace of the game. But what is lacking on behalf of the Spanish national team side is the creative spark in the team. That is what they are lacking. And I think if they get that, they will be able to open them up and then get their first goal. De La Fuente, you could see some sort of, sense some sort of uneasiness in his facial expression there. If you are playing against this side, you would expect that by 20 minutes you should be up. Once the more the Cape Verdeans keep dragging the game, keeping it stalemate, it puts some sort of pressure on the side of the Spanish side, and it could, unsettle them in one way or the other. But they need to keep their focus and then defend really well as a unit, as they are doing now. If they keep that up, I believe that they could go away with a very good result. But once the wingers, they introduce one of those top wingers, I think it's going to change the game.
Yeah, so like I said, the defensive structure of Cape Verde is helping them, and then they are trying their best to maintain their stature in the tournament because they want to pick a point from this game. And if you don't take and they take their chances, it's going to worry the Spanish team. When they move forward, it's dangerous. When they are defending, they are relaxed. But when they move forward, you could see that they want to enter the 18 and do anything. But the Spanish side, because of how they can't match strength to strength with the Cape Verde players, it will be difficult for them. So for me, I still see this Cape Verde side, a very dangerous side, coming into this tournament. They will just manage this game, get a point, and then try and score Saudi Arabia, draw with Uruguay, and then they are gone. I've done my mathematics already.
But is Saudi Arabia an easy opponent?
It's not easy opponent, but Saudi Arabia is not a football nation that we all know. But then we know that
football nation that Cape Verde.
Yes, at the global, in the World Cup level, they've had that experience.
They scored Argentina. We knew they did that, but then this is a different tournament. Don't forget that this Spanish team have not proceeded or escaped the round of 16 since 2010. So for me,
no, in 2022 they were in the round of 16, eliminated by Morocco.
Yes, they've not crossed.
Yes,
they've not crossed it. Yes. So for me, I still think they lack something. Like you said, the creativity is not there. So they are now managing the game. They are not putting the pressure on the Cape Verdeans, but then they are rather playing their passes sideways, coming back sideways. They are not putting pressure on them. If they do, well, let's say but then I don't want that to happen because I want Cape Verde to actually get a point from this game and then make it to the next stage of the competition.
Frank, hydration break. This whole hydration break, I think that Van Dijk has also complained about the hydration break, and he believes that it should be on game basis. If the weather is not good, but it shouldn't be like every single game there will be a hydration break.
Well, he's right, but I think they are also trying to protect these players and also for the money. So they can't complain that much. Since you want to be paid millions of dollars if you win the World Cup, they also have the right to market and get the money to pay the players. So they can't complain. They should just do their bits and continue during the tournament. But 20 minutes of play and Cape Verde will be the happiest of the two because they've done what they needed to do, keep Spain at bay, and we've not seen even a proper created chance from Spain. There was that shot from Pedri, the football shot that was easily guarded by the goalkeeper. Aside that, Spain are just passing, stringing passes together, but not creating any decent opportunity, and they will be also not happy that they couldn't get at least 2 shots on target or find the opener against a side who are making their debut at this tournament. So it's a fair game. It's been a fair game since the start of the game. But let's hope that in the next couple of minutes we can get some entertainment. It's been just passing, no proper attacking play, and we need to enjoy the entertainment of the game.
But is there anything that you expect from Cape Verde?
They should just continue what they are doing. Stay compact at the back. Try to utilize whatever chance they might get back. They shouldn't let the euphoria around the tournament get to them, because once it enters into their head and they all go like, hey, we are in the World Cup, we are playing against almighty Spain, that might affect their rhythm and they might be found wanting in the latter stages.
Harry, you have done the calculations. Yes, you've done the mathematical calculation. But in this particular game, 20 minutes, they've been very compact at the back. What more can they do?
Yeah, 20 minutes, they've seen that there have been 3 shots against Cape Verde, and they've played no shots on goal against Spain, which summarizes the kind of attacking prowess they have. Their forward, the number 9, have scored no goal at all throughout the season. The winger is having 7 goals. And so for me, I'm not seeing them coming to score a lot of goals. If they score maximum for Cape Verde, 1. For the Spanish side, I can say that their front line is very active. We have Ferran Torres with 21 goals. We have Oyarzabal with 20 goals contribution. So for me, I think that the Spanish team can do something. But mathematically, Cape Verde is ahead. They are so compact for me. Yes, they are so compact. The attacking prowess, we know the Spanish team will attack. And that is their football. Barcelona style of football, that's what they play. So this is not a surprise. But Cape Verde being able to contain them up to 20 minutes, if they do it for the first 45 minutes, then there should be question mark.
And that is Cape Verde in the 18-yard box, and they whip it in. But Marco Corella was there to block it. Duarte nearly making the first attempt at goal. Duarte, it is Morera rather. And back to Mendes. Mendes to Morera. Morera against Pedri, whip the ball in straight into the 18-yard box. But there is nobody there. Ferran Torres goes to the rescue of his team. Now he's surging forward. He whipped the ball in, looking for Oyarzabal. But Lopez was there to clear the ball out of danger. Cape Verde, they give the ball away. Marcos Llorente to Kubasi. Kubasi, Pedri in midfield. It is Rodri again. Marco Corella providing the options. On the left-hand side, Fabian Ruiz picking the spaces. Now, it is back to Fabian Ruiz, 1-2 with Ferran Torres. Good interception from Cape Verde. It is Cabra. Good turn. He was looking for a foul, but the referee says play must continue. They take it to goalkeeper Vortina. It looks like the hydration break has provided some spark for Cape Verde. They've seen some action after the break, but possession reverts back to Spain.
Looks like they gave Spain that much respect at the start of the game, but now they've realized that they are not doing anything extraordinary and they can match up with the intensities Spain can also give them. So they are trying to also attack, and let's hope that one of the attacks pay off. Otherwise, once Spain also gets control of the game again, it's going to be tough for them again.
It's going to be tough for Spain. It is Kubasi, Pedri to Marco Corella inside the 18-yard box. Corella with an attempt to his right foot, but he couldn't get it on target. The idea was definitely good.
That's a new Real Madrid player, so
Oh yes, the best player in the world, of course.
the best left back in the world. So
Oh, he is. Oh, Joe can attest to that. Just
Well,
that.
So he's the second. He's the second best left back in the world after Nuno Mendes. As for that, there is no ambiguity about it. Nuno Mendes is the best left back.
Oh, sure.
In the
He's
game
among the
today.
best. Yeah, elite.
Yes,
Left
so,
backs,
but Raskuku is minimum top 2
Sure.
Yes, but he's not number one.
But it's unfortunate that once he hit his peak, he came to Chelsea, struggled, and then once he hit his peak, he says, "I'll leave," and then the Chelsea hierarchy allowed him to leave like that. I think it's disappointing on the part of Chelsea fans, and even me as a Madrid fan, I didn't see any sense in the club.
You didn't see it. Nobody saw it coming because he was closer to joining Barcelona because he's a Barcelona boy, and how the entire deal happened. But like I said, the Chelsea owners are not serious because you don't sell a 27-year-old top left back who has 4 years on his contract for 50 million. That's bad business. Back to Vosina to his defenders. Now Cape Verde, don't forget that in terms of possession, they are one of the best on the continent. They give the ball away. Now it is Ferran Torres, Oyarzabal on the 18-yard box. They close him down. And that was good one from Borges. Did very well by closing the space. It is Cabra Lopez rather. He did extremely well coming from behind to nip the ball over the foot of Oyarzabal, because that could have been very dangerous
He had to
for
get
Cape Verde.
it. He had to get it right. Other than that, that was
Would have been a penalty too.
decision for the referee. But that was also scary from the side of Cape Verde. They were let open, and that through ball almost got to Oyarzabal, and they could have been made to pay for that. But it's been all attacking since the game started from the first minute. But Spain still finding it difficult to penetrate and find the right passes for the attackers. Ferran Torres has been found just chasing shadows at the attacking third of Cape Verde, and it shouldn't continue like that, because once it does, it will make Cape Verde grow much confidence into the game.
The after the hydration break, the way Cape Verde came into the game, for me, I think they should have maintained their style of play by conserving energy. If you want to play toe-to-toe with this Spanish team, you are going to get tired so quick. When you're able to contain them in the first half, then second half you can open up and play toe-to-toe with them. But if you want to play a speed game with this Spanish side, they will end up draining your energy. You come back second half, you will not have the chance to do anything, then they will score you mercilessly. So for me, I was still thinking that they should have maintained their posture, defend very well for the 45 minutes, come back in the second half, and then go at them, take their chances, they get their 1 point or 3 points.
All right, well, now it's good ball. Moreira, Lopez has been flagged, and he ended up making a very silly decision that could get him a yellow card.
I think he was already in motion, so he would be pardoned for kicking the ball. Other than that, like you said, that was an easy yellow card for him.
Spain, Ferran Torres to the right. They are missing Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. Spain is definitely missing their two monsters, because if they were in this game, probably would have been a different story by now. Ferran Torres give the ball away, ends up committing a foul against Cabra Lopez. Cabra Lopez so far has been pretty impressive on keeping Ferran Torres very quiet. In this game, he plays for Benfica in the Portuguese league. 23 years of age, born in 2002, has a current market value of 3.4 million. He worked with Jose Mourinho before he returned to Real Madrid, and so it is not a big surprise that 1v1 so far He's been great against Ferran Torres.
Yes, Borges and then Lopez has been. They've been very impressive centre back pair at the back. We are about to. I think there have been an instances where he came close and they were able to. Intervene at the right moments, which has kept them silent in the game so far. These two centre back pair have been very decent. And then let's see how they are able to keep up the momentum in the game. The style of play and then the approach Cape Verde started the game with, it just makes me as I'm here, I'm wondering how on earth Hugo Bruce chose to start against Mexico, this Mexican side. I was telling you, if you are adopting this defensive approach against Mexico, then if you meet Spain, Germany, Portugal, and the Giants, how are you going to approach the game? He lost the game, even before he started. So the approach to the game matters. Jeff, he was saying something about, Cape Verde not being able to, remain resolute at the back, not open up too much. I think that after the break, it was 22 minutes, they went on break, then they came back. So I think in the coach's mind, we've been able to keep them at bay for some time. And so we have few minutes to recess. Let's see what happens.
Let's see, and Spain, brilliant save from goalkeeper Vortina. And his teammates, they know what he has done. And the flag is already up. But regardless, that was a brilliant save and a good attempt. Marc Cucurella making the runs. And it would have been a good goal from Pedri, who shot with his left foot, and the goalkeeper was there to make that fantastic save. But yeah, the referee acted accordingly, blowing his whistle for a foul. Now Cape Verde are really warming themselves in this game. And I can't even believe my eyes that we've done 37 minutes already.
The Spanish coach should blame himself for the setup he's using to play this game. We are playing Llorente at right back. Marcos Llorente, who is a defensive move, we are playing him at the right back. Now we are playing Ferran Torres at the right wing instead of the left wing. And then we are playing Oyarzabal, who is supposed to come at the right wing, in the middle.
Yeah, I think Pedro Porro would have been a better option than Llorente.
Llorente has been,
especially not. You see, I would prefer Llorente when you have a winger who is going to cause a lot of trouble, because Llorente is good with 1v1. But then in terms of going forward with the runs, Pedro Porro looks like the better option.
but then once you are going forward, you also need to have a look at your back end. Llorente over the years has shown that he's the best man when it comes to, because at the 2022 World Cup, don't forget that he was playing as a right back for Spain. At the Euros, he was there, and then this entire season he's played as the right back for Atletico Madrid. And thanks to Diego Simeone, he's been able to convert him from a midfielder to the defensive half. And once he's also there, he's proven that he can play as a right back. But it's unfortunate that he's not had a very good connection with Ferran Torres, who's on the right. There's been no link-up play between the two. That's why he's a bit not, doing the overlaps and all that. Because you also have Pedri is now linking up with Cucurella at the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Once Ferran Torres is able to provide that overlaps for Llorente, he'll be able to get that connection with him. But so far, they've not had that connection. That's why he's struggling at the right-hand side.
That's why Marc Cucurella inside the box. And who is that? Oh, Ferran Torres, what a miss. Into the post, and the goalkeeper responded with a brilliant save.
Brilliant.
Marc Cucurella causing a lot of trouble with his runs. And brilliant pass from Rodri. The pass from Cucurella is good. But what a miss from Ferran Torres, and brilliant save from goalkeeper Vortina.
Fantastic stuff. That was heading towards the net, and that was some massive save. If that had gone in, whatever they've done the entire 45 minutes, 40 minutes would have been, cost 90. But they are still in the game with a good save that came from their goalkeeper. Excellent stuff from the goalkeeper.
Now corner kick for Spain. Luis de la Fuente is not a happy man at all. De la Fuente, it looks like somebody who is at the stadium to collect his debt. Very pissed. Now Pedri whipped the ball in to the near post, and Cabral was there to clear the ball back to Pedri again. To good pass, Oyarzabal inside the 18-yard box, and Fabian Ruiz. Oh, there was miscommunication between him and then Rodri. That is why he couldn't get a better hit on the ball.
Well, then Ferran Torres, we understand why he's always on the cards from the FC Barcelona fans. You create 5 chances for him, he'll miss the 4 and then bury the 1. And we just saw that massive chance. All he needed to do was get the ball on target, and it would have been an easy tap-in for him. But once again, he squandered the chance, and he will be on the cards again tonight, unless he gets Spain firing from all the angles again.
The Spanish are now creating chances. Cape Verde are not having an antidote to the runs being made by Marco Cucurella. So far, they've been rescued by the referee's flag. But whenever Cucurella beats the offside trap, it is always dangerous, creating a lot of chances. From the left-hand side, that is what Chelsea will miss, and that is what Madrid will be getting. And it is Rodri to Gavi. You know, Oyarzabal was waiting for it. Now, Cape Verde is breaking away. It is Montero. Can he make something out of this? Duarte surging forward. Duarte in the 18-yard box. And Duarte was able to dribble Marco Cucurella. But what a wasteful effort from Duarte.
They are not going to get these chances. So once they get them, they have to know when to lay the pass. There was too many touches there. And once the players came back, he had to go adrift of the post. And they shouldn't be doing that, because you are not going to get this many chances against Spain. So once you get them, make them count.
Llorente backing it up. And it's Rodri. Aymeric Laporte has a very good left foot. Pedri takes on his marker with ease. Fabian Ruiz to the right-hand side. And Llorente is now high on the pitch. Oyarzabal is the one leading the lines. Marco Cucurella to the left-hand side. He's very high on the pitch. Very integral one. And on the bench, there is Alex Gramado. Maybe he will be a good replacement. And now it is Ferran Torres. Pedri is clearly an offside position. And the referee made the right call.
Yes, they've made the right calls so far when it's an offside. You know how if it's not spotted at the right time and then it results in a goal, you celebrate, and then afterwards VAR will come in, and that creates some sort of uneasiness among the players. And so so far so good. Rosian has been very, very brilliant for them, although these are chances that come in for the Spanish national team. Oyarzabal, Ferran Torres once again. You see, he's always has been a topic of discussion for the Barcelona fans, as Frank earlier indicated. You give him a lot of chances and he will not be able to. On a good day, he will score. On regular days, he's not able to bury most of them, and that becomes problematic for them. That's why FC Barcelona in the market for, a top-notch striker who will be able to guarantee them goals when it matters most. Champions League, they had, a top player at the center for, they would have been able to probably progress. And so it's been good for the Spanish national team. I think if one of their top wingers comes in and is able to, we know they have fitness issues, Nico Williams and then Lamine Yamal, although they've been able to train, but they are not fully fit yet. If they come on and they create for them, they will get.
And it's Ferran Torres! Another brilliant save from goalkeeper Votinha. Marco Cucurella again, creating a lot of chances from the left-hand side. Marco Cucurella. Oh boy. Madrid fans will be enjoying Cucurella and Vinicius Jr.
Oh, a lot.
They will be causing a lot of trouble for their opponents. And earlier, I saw a post on X where Cucurella, it was an AI image or a video where he had 2 bottles. So he tasted one and he squeezed his face, and he tasted the other and he was smiling. And the person, the caption was, the moment Cucurella realized that he's going to play with Vinicius and not Garnacho and then Pedro Neto, he's definitely going to get a champagne winger top 2 in his position, that is Vinicius Jr. Not even top 2. In terms of left wingers, who? Frank, in terms of left wingers, who?
Varaskelia.
No.
Oh.
He's
for
the
past, since his days at Napoli, I'll say he's given. Please, let's not do this. Let's not do this.
PSG that he came to the.
Oh, please.
He's always been playing. We are not disputing that.
He was phenomenal.
He's always been a good player, but at Napoli, he's been top. At PSG, he's been top.
So but now you can count.
Vinicius is still the best left back.
No, he's been
the best left winger in the world.
Bad since losing the Ballon d'Or.
No, he's not been bad
for the past 2 seasons.
No, his team has been bad. He has not been bad.
He's been bad. The numbers are there. Check this. Check the numbers.
Okay,
check the numbers.
Bring us the numbers. 4 additional minutes. Verde whipping, and another brilliant save from goalkeeper Votinha, denying Aymeric Laporte. Today, it looks like it is Votinha against Spain.
That was going in.
That was going in. That was definitely going in. And why am I hearing Benjamin Asari in my ears?
Well, Wednesday he will be creating similar match, but it's against Panama. They are not going to create that much chances against Ghana.
But I think against England we probably against
the
Hurricane, the Jude Bellinghams. I believe that he will be able to show us the class at the top level. I think that's when you see his links to the top Premier League clubs.
Oh no, I'm not sure he's going to do it. He's 33 now.
With his age, his age being an African goalkeeper.
Maybe the League Ones, then
mainstream Europe. No. The top 5 leagues. Maybe for him, I think that now he should maybe he can get to Tanzania with some $200,000 win signing on bonus. Yes,
and enjoy it.
Why not Saudi? He can go to Saudi and then make some.
No, but Saudi they are signing like old players with names.
Yeah, so when you come, the fans will come and watch you.
Yes. If you take out the old players, all the young players they are signing are players that, if not the top teams in Europe, the middle table teams, they can compete. That is why they came for this Aston Villa striker.
Ivan Toney.
No, not Ivan Toney.
John Duran.
No, he was doing well. He went to Saudi and then he came back. And that's the end of the first 45 minutes. The referee has had enough and blows his whistle to end the game. Referee Mark Carmen from Jordan has ended the first 45 minutes at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 71,000 people are at the stadium, and at the end of 45 minutes plus 4 additional time, it was Vortina who was the difference in making sure that the game will end goalless. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we do the first half analysis.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment, I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment, I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment, I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold.
recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Approved.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink. It's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your
Welcome back
vibes.
from the break. It is still GhanaWeb's coverage for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and it is Spain 1, it is Spain 0, Cape Verde 0 at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. And let me talk to you about Rush Energy Drink. Yes, Rush Energy Drink. Rush Energy Drink. Just, go to the market and then get Rush Energy Drink. In traffic everywhere. You see, Fatau Abdul Isahaku is the one leading the charge, for Rush Energy Drink. Be bold for you. Bigo. And another very good drink that, yes, Bigo Cola. Just go to the market anywhere that they sell soft drinks. Go to, when you go there, you get Bigo. Ula's Enterprise. Now, Ula's Enterprise says that I should tell you that if you want, compactors, a drilling machine, they've got you, and that is Ula's Enterprise. Just go to all their showrooms, go to all their offices, and then they will make sure that you are sorted very, very well. They have a generator, they have a water pump, drilling machine, wheelbarrows. Just go there at Jerengano, Medina Taxi Rank. These are the location for Ula's Enterprise. Just Chinese. Yes, just Chinese. And if you are hungry, you are looking for what to eat, to satisfy your cravings. If you have a date, just go to any of our branches, airport resident. You just imagine that you have a date and you are telling the lady that, meet me at airport residential. Lord,
Looking at me.
like just imagine you telling the girl
Okay.
that, the girl will be asking, where do you want us to, go for our date? Osu and then East Legon. Yeah, it's good. But the moment you say, meet me at airport residential, it means say the bad day high. But meanwhile, the price at, just Chinese, when you go to eat, it be something small. Yes, somebody who is sitting beside me, always taking the girls, let's go for a walk. No, take the girl to just,
Please.
yes,
I don't go for
the other one to, this one to always, let's go for a drive. No, don't do that. Don't do that. DSTV. If you want to watch the World Cup, DSTV is the official broadcaster for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and you can reconnect with as little as 58 Ghana cedis. Just that *759# and then follow the prompt, and you can do it. Verde natural mineral water, nature's finest. Yes, if I say nature's finest, you say Verde natural mineral water. Yes, go to the market and then get your own. And Malcolm says spend 800 Ghana cedis and more and stand a chance of winning amazing prizes. You can get a car, you can get 98-inch television, you can get other products that Malcolm has lined up for you, and that is the reason why you need to spend just 800 Ghana cedis and more at any of our Malcolm branches nationwide. And this campaign is running from now till the day that the grand finale of the World Cup will be played. Yes, So this promotion is running just 800 Ghana cedis and more, and you stand a chance of winning amazing prizes. Now let me come to Frank. First 45 minutes, it was goalless. Vosinha was the difference between Cape Verde and then Spain. What are you expecting in the second half?
Let's be honest, the first half from Spain was a bit disappointing from one of the tournament favorites. Yes, they've had possession and all that, created chances, but they've also made it too comfortable for Cape Verde to defend against. And aside the normal field shots and then the Ferran Torres chance, they did nothing to test the goalkeeper of Cape Verde. And Cape Verde, credit to them, they've been disciplined, compact at the back, and then also soak the momentum so well that Spain are caught, on what to do when they get into the final third. They've actually made it impossible for Spain to break into their final third. So for Cape Verde, they just need to continue whatever they are doing. Stay compact earlier like they did in the first half, and also try to win more possession. Get Spain to double think that whatever they are doing. And for Spain, they need to get one of their pacey wingers on. We've seen Ferran Torres on the right-hand side not doing enough. So I think it's time for maybe, although he's not a bit fit, but with the current way Cape Verde are defending deep in their half, when Lamine Yamal comes on, he's going to have a very good day. Even if Nico Williams comes on, he's going to have a very good day. And they can penetrate and give the chances to whoever can score. But for now, if they are going to play like how they did in the first half, I don't see Spain actually getting the needed results by the end of 90 minutes.
All right, so Frank doesn't see Spain. He wants Spain to change, their angle a bit. Ben, on the part of, Coach Bobista, he's done very well, in keeping the Spanish team from scoring, thanks to his goalkeeper, who is also doing his job, by the way. But what are you looking out for in the second half?
I expect them to remain very compact as they are doing at the moment and resolute at the back. Lopez and then Borges, excellent display in the first half to, prevent some chances on the, on the part of the Spanish national team. The likes of Oyarzabal has been kept silent in the game due to the exploits of these two defenders. And so if he gets these players playing up to that standard, and then also, I've not seen Mendes much in the game. You wouldn't expect him as, flamboyant as he is, to have his A game at the moment. But then, with the pressure on them, he wouldn't have that freedom to, play in a free role as he's usually found playing. But going forward, I expect him to, most importantly, remain compact, because definitely Luis de la Fuente is going to introduce one of his wingers, and when that happens, is going to be a booster for the Spanish national team. And then with the slightest of mistake, you could be punished in the end. And so I expect them to keep the momentum in the game like they were doing in the first half. In the second half, the first 15 minutes, they should be very careful if they prevent conceding a goal, because right now you could see some sort of uneasiness on the part of the Spanish players, and then Luis de la Fuente especially, because he's looking out to get the early goal so that the Cape will be able to open up a bit, and then they will penetrate easily. But that hasn't happened yet, and it's a headache for them. And so on the part of the, Cape Verde team, they've done really well. They should keep up the same strategy. But this time around, at the initial stages of the game, the second half, they should keep up the defensive work that they are doing. And then as the game progresses, should try to, open up a bit and try to attack them. Because from the few attacking incursions that they've made, you've seen them creating something out of it. And so if they are able to do that, I think hopefully they will get a good result.
Harry?
First of all, let me commend the Cape Verde defense for doing a great job. But let me also not write Spain off, because in 2022, Spain drew 0-0 first half, came back to score Costa Rica 7-0 in the second half. That shows how quality Spain is. They play the first half and then get you tired. In the second half, they bring their best players on. When you look at Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal, Verde, Verde, they are all playing Lamine Yamal, and then Danny Olmo, popularly known as Dr. Time Daso. These guys are people that are game changers.
Hey, where from that?
They are game changers because he comes in and then he makes an impact.
Danny Olmo is called what?
Dr. Time Daso.
Why?
Because he comes in the game
Okay.
and then he makes an impact.
Yeah.
So whether the game is heading to the last minute, I think 2 seasons ago, Barcelona was struggling, and then anytime he comes in, then he delivers. So they gave him that title that he's the Dr. Time Daso of Barcelona. So even if it is 90+2 and then the Olmo is there, you are sure that he will do what? He will score. And so for me, I think they are not going to throw their best men forward, even though we know that Ferran Torres and Oyarzabal are having the numbers. But when you look at quality, we know Lamine Yamal has the quality, Nico has the quality, and then Olmo also. Now Merino is also on the bench. So for me, I think their forward line on the bench is also dangerous enough to cause havoc to this Cape Verde team. As to how long they can hold on to the defense is one issue. I don't want them to concede like the way Costa Rica conceded in 2022. I would love them to hold on, be resilient, and at least take their chances because they've not played a shot on target, which is very abysmal. We want them to make African proud, and that is why we are supporting them. They should make us proud, so they should not just sit back and not take their chances. At least play one shot on target. Let's know that, oh, you are making an effort. Of course, the forward line are players who have not even scored goal at their club level, so we don't expect them to even score. But there are some of them who are doing well, who did well at the past season.
All right, second half underway. Spain quickly pushing for the opener. And it's Pedri back to Aymeric Laporte. Laporte looking for his teammate Oyarzabal. But the ball is go or is in. The waiting arms of goalkeeper Vosinha, who as it stands now is clearly the MVP of this game. If he can produce a couple of good saves again and make sure that his team gets to the point, there is no doubt about him being the MVP in this particular game. Back to Paco Bassi. Spain, all their 11 men, excluding the goalkeeper, are in the area of the Cape Verdeans. It is Pedri again to Paco Bassi. To the right hand side, Llorente is there. Fabian Ruiz calls for the pass. Llorente ignores, takes it back to Aymeric Laporte. Laporte looking for Cucurella. Gavi takes it up. Pedri, Gonzalez. Pedri whip the ball in with the left foot, and Oyarzabal gets to the touch. He couldn't connect it proper. Back to Fabian Ruiz with a long way. And he couldn't get it on target. Fabian Ruiz always attempted to shoot from the back.
And Spain have started brilliantly like they did in the first half. But once again, Cape Verde being compact and now they are forcing Spain to shoot from afar. That was a nice chance though, but because of Oyarzabal being not rising higher to meet the ball, he couldn't get enough contact on the ball. And again, they will survive, but they need to do more defending now.
They need to defend more. And when you are playing against Spain and they have their legs on your throat, you could feel that the time doesn't go. Good play. Gavi. Fabian Ruiz has lost possession. Back to Cabra. Cape Verde can they break away, and Paco Bassi steps in to stop the attack. Spain making sure that they will press them till they get to the opener. Lenini, the lone man midfield. Can they get it? Aymeric Laporte to Cucurella. Back to Pedri. Pedri with a long man looking for Jazebel. Good control. But Borges was there to clear the ball. Now it is with Lopez. Lopez to Borges again. Lelini steps in at the back. But Emerick Laporte is there. Now Spain might be in trouble. Can they break away? And oh my goodness. Borges couldn't find his teammates with a proper pass. And Spain have been left off. That could have been a good opportunity. But the Spanish come again looking for a foul. Fabian Ruiz, but the Jordanian referee ignores the call. And Oyazabal, what a sprint. Now the Spanish are going. Fabian Ruiz! And he shoots the ball over the bar. Fabian Ruiz missed the opportunity, and that was a good press from Oyazabal.
Very, very good one. As I said, they are trying to find the opener as soon as possible, just to make sure that they unsettle them. Then, as the game progresses, they will look to add more goals to, win it comfortably, and then it will, guide them in the tournaments that they are playing. Fabian Ruiz has been trying. You see, they've not been able. The first half debacle remains. They are finding it difficult to create and penetrate the defense. They lack that creative player who can take on one or two defenders, get into the box, and then either score or give a pass that gives create spaces in the defense of Cape Verde. But yes, and so Fabian Ruiz is compelled to shoot from behind and see if something could come out of it. And still, they are struggling. I anticipate a change. I don't know, by the 60th minute, a change to be effected if the games remain 0-0, so that going forward, it will help them create more in the attack.
It will help them create more. But can they? Pedri picks up a loose ball. It is with Gavi. Cucurella is making the run. The referee awards a foul in favor of Mendes.
Gavi, he's added nothing to this attacking trio of Spain, and I believe it's time the coach looks to his bench and try to bring someone in who can create magic, create decent chances for his number 9 Oyazabal to feed on it. Other than that, it's going to be the normal passing, possession and swinging passes to the left, right, and nothing else to come from it again.
Nothing else. Vosina with a good pass to the right hand side finds Morera. They need to be very careful. They give the ball away. Oyazabal. Oh! Oyazabal.
That was brilliant. Quick thinking. That was quick thinking. Because he saw the keeper out of the pool and then quick forward. He laid the ball. If not for anything and this ball was on target, it should have been a goal. It would have been a goal. Clear and one of the beautiful goals in the tournament, if this had gone in.
And then once again, Cape Verde putting themselves in another trouble. The chance that Fabian Ruiz skied was them playing from the back, got nicked from them, and then there was a chance again. This one also was still they wanting to try playing from the back. And if you don't have the luxury of a proper defensive midfielder, proper ball playing midfielders, you don't try to play from the back against this Spain side. Just do your bit, clear the ball, and then try to win the second ball. But once you want to be like the big boys, you have to have in mind that once you lose the ball, you are prone to a very effective attack, and they nearly paid for that day.
And their passes are not also going through to each other. When they intercepted the ball earlier, instead of moving forward, they were drawing backwards. And then the ball that was not going to their player you will see them relaxed. They are not having or putting any urgency to stop the Spanish players from coming for the ball. And so if they don't take care, they are going to concede early than we expected. Before Nicole and others come in, then the job has been done. But then I think they need to wake up. Like how they ended the first half, they should start from there, because they've been too relaxed at the back and playing all the ball at the back, which is very bad.
They've been very relaxed at the back. They need to up their game. Is it another hydration break? No. The referee is escorting Cabra off the field. If you say you are injured, step out so that the medics can attend to you, and then when they are done, you can return. So effectively, Cape Verde are playing with 9 men, and now they are on the break. They whip the ball too, and goalkeeper Unai Simon is there to collect it calmly. Rolls the ball back to Fabian Ruiz. 2-time back-to-back UEFA Champions League winner with Paris Saint-Germain. Played in both finals against International Milan and Arsenal. Marco Cucurella, good control to Pedri. Pedri, whip it in, and Ferran Torres. And goalkeeper Vosinia again. This time around, he didn't need to do much. He just had to be at the right place when the cross came. And he was able to save this one. And they need to be very careful with the way constantly they want to build from the back, especially when they have about 4 Spanish bodies in front of their goal area.
It's been too easy for Spain with their possession, but once again, the final ball, how they break into the final third of the Cape Verde has been very, very poor, because they are not getting the attackers and the runs of their lateral defenders. Even though Cucurella is doing that much, when it comes to Llorente, he's mainly in his half. He's not being able to overlap like how Cucurella is doing, and they need a very like Pedro Porro, who will also overlap and give them a very expansive area threat when it comes to the final third of the Cape Verde. But for now, just the possession base, and they've created nothing so far substantial from it.
They've created nothing. Rodri to Aymeric Laporte, who travel from the back and whips the ball over the bar. But the idea and the attempt was good. If they are struggling to penetrate the goal area, then they will try to shoot from afar.
And that's what Cape Verde wants. Because if they are that compact, Spain will need to start shooting from the back end. That means what they plan to do, that contain Spain to enter the attacking third, is finally working. So they will be happy that Spain, for about 58 minutes now, have not broken into the attacking third to cause any havoc.
And Cape Verde players are misplacing their passes too much. Playing from the back is dangerous. If you are not, like you said, they are not doing it well. Hence, all the passes are being intercepted by the Spanish team. So when you look at the ball that they just play, lay a pass, and then there's no player at the left side, but lay the pass. So who then goes for the ball? You see, and they are not being, like you said, they are not being compact like the way they were in the first half. They've been more open, and then they are still not delivering. So the pressure is just piling. The Spanish team is not, I can see they miss someone like David Villa, they miss a certain Fernando Torres who lead the attack, and then when all these balls are coming in, they will just bury them. Ferran Torres and Oyarzabal are not doing what we expect them to do. They are just playing the ball like the normal midfielders are doing, or normal wingers are doing. And so the Spanish coach going for us to know that you need a typical striker in these tournaments. Of course, we have Merino, but I would have preferred a Morata player in this particular team.
And now they Spain are whipping the ball, and all Vosina is there again. It's up to the task. That was a good cross from Marcos Llorente.
Yeah, so when you don't have a typical Morata to head these crosses, you're just wasting the chances. So you need a typical striker to take these chances for you. And at this stage of the competition, if you don't take your chances to win your easy games that are supposed to give you the 3 points, then if you don't
And
take
now
them,
it is Mendes surging forward. And now, slight body check from Gavi. And now, Cabra makes a mess out of a pass, but recovers quickly to prevent Ferran Torres from pouncing on that ball and end up giving away a corner kick.
Yes. I mean, Borges has been very decent at the back, as he did in the first half. He's, continuously giving us that performance. And then, yeah, it's reached the 60th minute mark, and you would expect both coaches to effect some changes. With what we've seen so far, the Spanish side are still struggling to get the opener. And then, whereas on the part of Cape Verde, I think in the past 10-15 minutes, the tension in the game is building gradually. So I don't know, it's sort of their turns, because sort of misplacement of passes that they've done in a couple of minutes. I think Spain should have punished them by now. But unfortunately, once again, the goalkeeper has been there to save them in those crucial moments. And so that has kept them in the game. And then the game is still 0-0. I expect a change on the part of Spain just to spark up the game a bit.
The corner kick has been taken. It's been cleared out. Cucurella sent it back into the goal area. Bavosina was there to collect it calmly. Cape Verde, they lose his possession again. Coach Bobista is preparing to introduce 3 new men in this game. And so, Giovanni Cabra has been taken out. He has been replaced by Willy Semedo. Livramento is done. Nuno da Costa Joa is in. Duarte is out. And Deroy is in. And these are the changes made by Coach Bobista. Now it is Pedri. He's very good with his feet. But the Verdians manage to win a defensive throw in. 3 new changes from Cape Verde. They might be smelling blood, and maybe they will go for it.
I expect them to, because definitely these changes are supposed to tell us that they want to claim a point. Looking at how the Spanish team is playing, and yet the coach is not even telling the players to warm up for them to come on, because you have Lamine on the bench, you have Omu, you have Nico, and your forward line is not delivering the result that you want. 60th minute, and you are still looking at things like that. So for me, I think that the Cape Verde coach is much interested in winning a point in this game, or even getting the 3 points, than just sitting back and then concede a goal like everybody was expecting.
Now Spain, they are trying every possible means to break them down now. Rodri with Petit finds Cucurella, good control. Cucurella with a rebound. And Cape Verde clear the line. Now it is Mendes. Cucurella did his duty by recovering to get to the ball over the feet of Mendes again. Over the feet again. Now it is Pedro Gonzalez. Pedro Gonzalez to Rodri. Fabian Ruiz to Emerick Laporte. To Pedri again. He's been surrounded. He still managed to hold on to possession. And there, Oyarzabal. It hasn't really worked with Oyarzabal playing as the striker for the La Roja of Spain.
And that's shocking, because at tournaments he's been their main man when they go to tournaments.
Who?
Oyazabal.
He's never been
No,
Spain's.
like he's been their main man at the center forward when
Oyazabal has never been.
Oh, check this.
No, he's never been their main man.
Stats.
It's always
he when they go to tournaments.
in which tournament?
The Euros.
No, he was not. About Morata was their main man.
Oh, check and see.
Morata was Spain's. No, he was coming from the bench.
He delivers. He delivers at the
No,
major
but he's never
tournament.
been their main man.
So he's had a shocker at this. Well, it's just the first game and just 65 minutes on the clock, but he's not been the Oyazabal that the Spain fans know him to be, because once he's on the pitch, he'll get the goals.
Even for Real Sociedad.
Yeah, he'll get you the goals and the crucial goals also. But today, like he's been very poor, and same as Ferran Torres, and even Gavi, the three attackers who are playing on the flanks and then in the focal point, the number 9 position, they've all been bad, and it's about time that De La Fuente tries to bring in new fresh legs, because these guys they've tried whatever they can, but they've not been able to cause any decent havoc amongst the Cape Verde in the final third.
Decent one. It is Rodri, 65 minutes. 65 minutes. Pa Kubasi. And Ferran Torres ends up giving away a foul. But the Cape Verdeans are not happy with the Jordanian referee. I believe all the 50-50 balls are going against them. Now it is Marc Cucurella. Cucurella to Gavi. Gavi back to Cucurella down the left-hand side. Rodri will pick up the pieces in midfield. Back to Rodri again. Now it is Kubasi. Kubasi to right-hand side. Fabian Luis. Marcos Llorente back to Kubasi again. Spain are struggling to use the midfield channel. The wings are not also working because their two monsters are on the bench and their replacements are not doing enough. Fabian Ruiz again to Llorente. Llorente is being heckled. He takes the ball back to Fabian Ruiz again, and Llorente is in the spaces. Good tackle from Cabra. And it's Borges.
That is what I'm saying. Instead of clearing the ball, you are playing the ball in your yard. Meanwhile, there's pressure on you. All the Spanish players are around you. You get the ball, clear it and chase it. But you are playing the ball back to back, and now the pressure still comes on you. Now they won a corner. So if I think we need to call the coach and then give him a piece of advice. Because he's putting pressure on the goalkeeper too much. And you're not talking to the defense line that, look, there's pressure on us. So clear the ball. Don't be passing the ball around the 18 line. Why?
Spanish national team. And we are going for another hydration break. Oh God.
I think for me, it's good for the
It's not
tournament.
good. By the time they are done with the tournament,
Yes.
then the advertisers have gotten 10 hours.
Well, it helps the team to re-strategize as well. So if
But
you are tired,
it's a disadvantage to the team with the momentum.
yes, very true. So if you are tired, you just go back, regroup. Like the first half when they went for the hydration break, we saw how Cape Verde went back, came back in the game, and they were now chasing and attacking. And so now they will now go back and watch their mistakes. The misplacement of passes at the back is too much, and I think the coach or their video assistant personnel in the team should look at this and then tell them, look, you are not playing the balls out of your own yard. Why don't you just clear the ball?
No, but you have to attempt to play.
Yeah, but then if you clear, you also bring in more pressure on.
No, but if you clear the ball, you chase.
Yeah, so it
Where
means
you clear
get
the ball,
tired more. But
where you
when
clear the ball,
when you possess, you also get time to relax. Your players get time to have the opportunity to relax and calm themselves. But once the ball comes into an area, you kick it long. You have to run and then chase. And the more you are running, you are losing your legs.
yeah. So
And you can't lose your legs against this potent,
the more you are
spin side.
inviting them in your 18 yard, you see, if it was we have Lamine Yamal in this game and they keep playing like that, you would have gotten penalties. Not only penalties. Because he will enter, he will try to enter, and then he will force you to do what you're not supposed to do.
But
And so because of the players that are playing, that is why the chances that they are getting at the back there, they are not taking advantage of it. So if you have players like Lamine or Nico who is entering, using the flanks, and then you keep playing the ball at the back, inviting them on your teammates, then I think you are doing yourself a disservice. Right? So I believe that they should look at this as well. Of course, when you clear the ball and chase it, you get tired. But not all the balls you are supposed to conserve or leave in the 18. Some, you clear them. But when they have 10 corners, at least they may get 1 on target or 2 on target. Just that they don't have a clinical finisher among them. That is maybe a disadvantage to the Spanish team.
Mikel Merino is in. Gavi and Fabian Ruiz out. Lamine Yamal is on. But we might not see Nico Williams because he's still battling with fitness. And the Spanish fans at the MetLife Stadium.
So
Yes.
now you see, Lamine will go
At the
to,
Mercedes-Benz Stadium rather.
yes, Lamine will be at the left flank, Femi will be at the other side, then Merino will be in the middle. Now when you cross the ball, you know you have a target man.
I don't think Yamal can actually decide his game on his own because he's not played since being injured.
Let's see the
Back in
first
May,
pass to
so-
Lamine Yamal. And oh boy, Lamine Yamal already is causing trouble. Lamine gets away from his marker, finds Merino. And it's Pedri Cucurella making the runs. Back to Pedri again. And oh, the Verdes came in strongly like a bulldozer. And that is the captain, Mendes, came in very strongly like a bulldozer to stop the attack.
Yes, I think that Lamine Yamal first touch, the first touch he got, you saw what he did, and it also clearly tells you that the defenders needs to sit up. And I think the coach too has done something good so far. I think immediately got the ball, 2 players rushed onto him, so one lost it, and then the other was able to made contact with the ball, and then they were able to clear. They need to be very careful on the flanks, otherwise.
Lamine Yamal against Mendes. 3 players around Lamine Yamal. He takes it back to Llorente. Captain Rodri. Now they're trying to use Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal beats Lopez. And oh, Llorente is at the 18-yard box. And oh, Merino is there. But this one went straight into the waiting arms of goalkeeper. And that is Lamine Yamal. Goodness me. Proper star boy. He's brought some energy into the game. And this is what big boys do. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is one of the reasons why I was livid when Willian Esteban was injured, because I really wanted to see what he would do with Brazil, what Olise will be doing with France. But whilst Lamine Yamal is there, you can always put your last coin that he will give you the excitement, unless he's playing against Marco Cucurella. But in this game, they are teammates. So it looks like nobody can stop him. Now it is Pedri. Lamine calls for the ball. Good control. It's very slippery. And Carval Lopez needs to be very careful. Now it is Pedri Gonzalez. Pedri with the 360-10 goes down. I know the Caverdians are very confused.
they've been a bit jittery since
If
Yamal came on.
if they
And
play like
don't-
this, they
yeah,
are
they
going
don't
to
have to
concede
do that.
for.
Yeah,
Yes.
they don't have to do that. They just have to calm down, play how they've been
And now
playing
it is Ferran Torres. Attempted a shot. It has been blocked. Now Cape Verde is going, heavy touch.
And that's why, this Ronaldo and the big boys, the names alone scares opponents. And just like Yama, he came in and all of a sudden the Cape Verdeans are almost like afraid to let the ball get to him. But before he came in, they were just doing their bits, possessing or even being compact. But now they've been all over the place, which they shouldn't be doing at this stage of the game, because it's about 15 minutes left, and once they begin to get compact again, they can get the needed point that you want so bad. But if they continue to boot the ball once they get it into the half of Spain, they will get more chance to attack them. And once Yama is on the ball, he's going to create enough chances for Spain to attack.
He's going to create enough chances for Spain to attack. Another substitution from Cape Verde. Lopez Cabra has been replaced by João Paulo. João Paulo has replaced Lopez because of Lamine Yamal. Paulo against Lamine Yamal again. Llorente and Rodri. Whips it in ball. And Spain recovers very quickly. They've been very dominant. But they're still struggling to find a breakthrough. Aymeric Laporte has been dispossessed. Now, can Cape Verde do something? They give the ball away again in their own area. And good pass from the Spanish boys. And Cape Verde, I'm not sure they've crossed the center line in the second half.
They smell danger here, and they are doing all they can to dent that danger, and it's working. So if it's working, they need to do it more, and they've given Spain something to chase, and Spain will also be wondering how they've not been able to break them back. They've been very good.
And Llorente, it is Ferran Torres, and it's Pedri hits a man again. Marco Corella. It looks like Spain's only option now is to shoot from the back, because the defensive solidarity of Cape Verde is working very well. But the Spanish boys are not giving up.
Looks like a 6-1-3 for Cape Verde now. 6 at the back, 1 in front of them, and 3 doing the press.
Cape Verde, they win the ball in their own half, and in less than 5 seconds, they lose the ball again. And now it's Pedri, opens up play to Llorente down the right hand side. Llorente to Lamine Yamal against Paulo. Lamine Yamal, and Spain end up winning the corner. Lamine Yamal, goodness, causing a lot of trouble. But the most important thing the Spanish boys are looking for is to get a goal. Another substitution. From coach Bobby Starr. And Montero has been replaced by Telmo Aranjo. And so Spain in the area. It is brilliant clearance on the goal line. from Paulo. It would have been an easy tap-in for the Spaniard, who was standing right behind him. Throwing, taking quickly, it is Pedro Gonzalez. Pedro to Lorente. Lorente will go to Mikel Merino, to Lamine Yamal. Lamine has 3 players in his zone whenever he gets to the ball. But he can still find a way. And that is the reason why normally they like to have both Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal on the pitch. So one channel closes, the other will open. And that's how we were able to beat England in the finals of the Euro 2024. Because Lamine didn't really have a good game in the final. And then it was Nico in the semi-final against France. It was Nico who didn't have a good game. Lamine Yamal. And Paulo so far has done an impressive job on him than the one he came to replace.
I think he's the reason why they brought him on. When Yamal came on, you could see how quick the coach was also quick to bring him in. And once he came on, he's been actually okay. He's shut him down. Although he's had some trickery against him, he's not been able to get a decent final third ball into the half of Cape Verde. And they will take it like that. Once you dribble and you don't prove anything substantial with it, they'll be okay with that.
80 minutes of action inside the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And when Spain won the only World Cup trophy in 2010, in that opening game, they lost 1-0 to, I think, Switzerland. And so maybe 21 attempts at goal, 3 for Cape Verde, and Spain, they've had 6 shots on target, none from Cape Verde. And now Lamine Yamal beats Paulo, but there's Cabra there who made sure that Lamine was going nowhere. Cucurella again. And Danny Olmo, aka Dr. Time Dasso, has been introduced. Lamine whipping the ball. And Cucurella. Oh! Cucurella's attempt. He's disappointed. I'm not sure. And now Cape Verde are trying to run down the time. And can they go? It is Cabra to Paulo on the left hand side. He dribbles Lamine Yamal but goes down. And the Jordanian referee has whistled for a foul in favor of Cape Verde. Time.
Finally.
They can rest more.
We finally got in the foul after the 18, after the center line.
Yes.
This is our first time. And I think we need to look at the way the Cape Verde guys are playing. They can take their chances if they want to, but they are not pushing forward.
But are they even?
You don't have to risk it.
I did see.
At the stage where we are right now, 7 minutes left.
7 minutes. You need to hold on.
About 7 minutes. About 7 additional.
Yeah.
So in total, about 15 minutes to end the game.
You wouldn't want to risk it against a team that's brought on Yamal, who is known for how dangerous he is. So they'll be okay having a point. It's not as if it's a knockout game.
It's just a point they want. Not that it'll be okay. It's just a point they want.
Lorente to Pedro Gonzalez to Lamine Yamal. Lamine's pass has been blocked by Paulo again. And Paulo has been pretty impressive since his introduction.
But you see, Cape Verde has been consistently scoring last-minute goals.
Okay.
Against Ghana, against Egypt. And so, for me, I don't rule them out until referee whistle that the game is over. That's what I'm saying, that when they go forward, it's dangerous.
But the way this game is going, Marco Curella, it is Dani Olmo. Oh, the Cape Verdeans, they block the attack, they clear it. The Spaniards are recycling the ball again. Lamine Yamal, and oh, what a game! Paulo is having. Coach Bobista will be a very proud man. He's saying Marco Curella, he whipping the ball, and Rodri with a rebound with the left foot. Cape Verde.
I think they are the way they are supposed to, maintain their shape. I think they are doing it, and they are able to match up with the energy and then the sort of performance that the Spanish guys are giving at the moment. I think the substitutions have been very, very effective on their part. It's really helped them to, have the energy match up with them in terms of defending, making the runs and all that. And then Paulo, man-marking, Lamine Yamal, so far so good, brilliant work done. And Yamal is not only about taking you on and then trying to create. His passes, long passes sometimes is also very dangerous. So you don't have to give him too much time to think on the ball. And then what's happened them is that on the right wing, the left wing, there is no, Nico is not there, as you said earlier. He will also be able to take on some players. Then there will be spaces in the defense. But here lies the case where on the left wing, Kukurea, when he gets it, it's either he tries to cross the ball or pass it, and that does not help them in offloading the defenders there.
Lamine Yamal, his pass has been intercepted. Goes back to Pedri. Pedri, he wanted a long one, but it has been blocked. Now Cape Verde are on the break. Llorente is trying hard, but ends up giving away a throw-in. 86 minutes of action. Nico Williams is coming. Rodri is out. They are already dominating the game, so they don't need their controller general, who isn't 100% fit. Nico Williams, he had an option to play for the Black Stars. But if he was your brother, if he was my brother, and he has an option to play for Spain, definitely we will say he made the right choice. At least the family has given us Inaki. So we share the point equally. Now it is Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo to Mikel Merino to Lamine Yamal. João Paulo is there, and Dani Olmo in the 18-yard box holds the ball, and good block. Look at the way that the Cape Verdean defender Lopez, look at how he celebrated after blocking Oyarzabal shots with his back, and that ball was definitely goal bound.
That pass from Yamal, the trivial pass, brilliant. That's what he's known for. And Cape Verde, they've been brilliant with the defending also, throwing themselves here and there down, and they will be happy if they can get a point with this game.
They will be happy to get a point, and that will help their chances of qualifying. And maybe when this game ends goalless, we will come back to Harry to do his calculation again. Harry, can you rewind your calculation for us?
Yes. Coming into this game, all you need is a point. You don't need to win the game. You just need 1 point. You go into the Arabia game, you win Saudi Arabia, you go and draw with Uruguay. And that's it, because these are the two top teams in your group.
If they get a point and they beat
Saudi
Arabia,
Yeah.
they have a higher chance of qualifying.
So you don't need to even win against Uruguay. Just go and draw. Then you get 5 points. But you are gone. When you are lucky, you have an opponent that is not even that stronger there. 1 of 16. When you are lucky.
Now Cape Verde, can they break? It is Cape Verde going.
So if imagine we
Can he get a good break on it?
An upset on the cards.
Can they? Oh, they send the ball back. It is more than they whip it from the back. Oh. The Caverian attacker made a poor decision, but Calvin Linus
It's a corner.
shot deflected on the back of Danny Omo. That ball was definitely going on target.
Is that a fierce corner of the game?
Yes. Now it is Aranjo who is taking the corner kick and whip it in, and who is there? And it goes into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Unai Simon. Their first shot on target. It is Nico Williams. He beat his marker. The goalkeeper Vosina. Oh my goodness. Borges. Oh, that was a poor header.
very poor.
It was a poor header because it was
He was left on mark.
And
he just needed to plant a really good header into the
now
into the
spent
net.
5 minutes of additional time. Nico Williams is coming. Nico set up. Mark Cucurella and Borges clears his lines again. Now I am confused.
It will be so cruel.
I am confused.
If they are to concede
a
a goal in
late
the
goal.
latter stage.
I am
They
confused
do very
between
good.
Dini Borges and goalkeeper Bosina, who gets the MVP award because Borges has made brilliant clearance. Now the corner kick, Aranjo clears his line, is back to Mark Cucurella. Cucurella to Lorente. Lorente to Pedri again. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking for Spain. Lamine Yamal. Oh, the ball deflects his own teammate. Can Kevin do something here? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What say everything?
That was a 4-on-3 there.
Must destroy everything. Is that how to play a
All he
pass?
needed was a good pass.
It was a very poor pass.
Yeah, he said all he needed.
It was a good
Oh yes,
pass
yes.
to get to the.
Now Spain again. Cucurella to Pedri. Pedri with his 360 turn. Elmeric Laporte to Pedri again. Cucurella is calling for the ball. Lamine Yamal is on mark on the top. Kubasi to Lamine Yamal. Lamine against João Paulo. Oh, Lamine, a good tackle from João Paulo. João Paulo against Lamine Yamal again. Lamine with a pass, and Pedri is slipping on the job. They whisk the ball away from him. Now, Pedri will go into the booth.
Red.
Oh, it's a red card. The clock is ticking. For Spain, it is ticking faster.
And then,
For Cape Verde, the clock is not ticking at all.
the remaining 2 minutes will feel like eternity for Cape Verde, and for Spain, it will feel like just some 5 seconds left. But the two teams have all done pretty well. But for Cape Verde, they've outperformed, and from the beginning, I thought they were going to get lads like Rousseau, but they've really surprised.
No. But Cape Verde is
Yeah.
way better team than Curaçao.
Yeah, I understand, but then
because
they faced,
because in 2022, don't forget that they lost the playoffs.
yeah,
So it is no fluke that
They
this
are
time
back
around
again, yeah.
they are here.
and they finished in a team that had Cameroon, in the group that had Cameroon. So
Yes.
that showed, and they've been exceptional
Yes.
at the AFCON anytime they are there.
Now it is Aranjo. Aranjo, can Cape Verde do something? Cape Verde, it is the captain, Mendes. The captain will look for another deflection.
Oh, it was just.
No. I'm not sure where
It was not even.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
That saved them time.
Now,
Then-
last attack for Spain. If they miss this one, definitely the game is ending in 1-1, where it was goalless. Nico Williams' attack has been cleared out of danger by Lopez. Now, The Cape Verdeans are tired, but can they do it for the final minutes? Lamine Yamal whipping the ball. Marino is going. And oh, they give the ball to Lamine Yamal again. And Spain managed to get a final corner kick in the game. Like I said, for Spain, the clock is ticking faster. But for Cape Verde, the clock is not ticking at all. We are approaching the 5th minute of additional time. This might be the last attack in the game. Lamine Yamal in the ball, whipping it in, and oh, here's the ball. Pedri couldn't. It is Paku Bassi. He couldn't connect to the flick from Oyazabel. And the Jordanian referee blows his whistle to end the game. Cape Verde's first game at the Mundial.
That's it.
Ends in a dramatic turn.
Fantastic.
They get a point. That is Cape Verde. Their first game at the FIFA World Cup. They managed to stop the reigning European champions from scoring a goal. Goalkeeper Vosinha has been brilliant. Dini Borges has been super. Lopez has been exceptional. And oh, the second half substitute, João Paulo, who was introduced to come and then Tim Lamine Yamal, did an excellent job, did a brilliant job. But at the end of the day, Coach Bobista will be impressed with the performance of his players. And at the end of 90 minutes plus 5 additional time, it is Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we talk about the game.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment. I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment. I create it with the energy that keeps me rising. Rush Energy Drink. Be bold, be you.
Drink responsibly. Not recommended for persons below 18, pregnant women and lactating mothers. This advert is FDA approved.
Coca-Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone. Watch the video and
we'll be doing a quick, post-match analysis. Then we start the live for the next game between the Red Devils of Belgium and then the Pharaohs of Egypt. But quick one, Cape Verde, they've done an amazing job in securing a point. Frank, what will you say about this Cape Verde team?
Amazing performance. They knew what they wanted to do on the pitch. They stuck to the principle. They stuck to the tactics, and they delivered so perfectly well. And kudos to the coach. He knew when to sit back. He knew when to close the spaces. He knew when to bring in the changes. There are certain moments when a team are so compact that the coach will decide to bring in more men. Once they do, then all of a sudden the team decides to sit back and then concede more. But for his changes, they were spot on and they did brilliantly well. Kudos to them. And for the African continent, I am so happy that we are finally, aside Tunisia and then South Africa, we are finally showing that when it comes to football on the African continent and even on the world continent, we belong. For Spain, they need to go back, have a look at what they did. They didn't do so bad, but they were just left with how they could find the final ball, the final pass that was going to break, the defensive performance of this Cape Verde team. When Yamal came on, he showed that brilliance. He showed that flashes of how he can get those passes. But I think because of the time he came on, there was nothing extraordinary that he could do. But Spain, they came into the tournament as favorites, but it is not what the favorites should be doing. All the hype of them being the European champions, of them having Yamal, them having the perfect midfield, they couldn't create anything extraordinary to break this. And if in going into the next games, if they are going to play just like they did this evening, then it's going to be a tough mantle for them, because they need that extra spark which they were lacking. And maybe if Yamal gets fit and starts the next game, they are going to have that one. But tonight it was all Cape Verde. They did exceptionally well, and they should be commended.
All right, they should be commended. Ben?
It's a very good game for Cape Verde. Heading into the game, the pundits and connoisseurs will rule it in favor of Spain. In fact, they will give them a huge margin of win. But that's the case where the Cape Verdeans came in with, a game plan that worked to perfection from the start of the game, how they were defending and then opening up at the right time really helped them to sustain the pressure that the Spanish guys were soaking on them. Had they sit back or started with a defensive approach, I think they would have been forced to make some one or two mistakes that would have caused them to concede. But I think kudos to the goalkeeper who won the MVP in the game. He's really shown that even you could have the best of defense, but the goalkeeper's quality also comes to play when it comes to who wins it or how your team is able to perform defensively. And so very good kudos to him
for what he did. And also the coach, the substitutions, I think it was strategic. He introduced the players at the right time. He spotted the right spots in the team, the weaknesses, and then did those introductions. And that really helped them to sustain the pressure that's were coming up in the game. On the back of Spain, on the part of Spain, I would say the Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal not starting the game slightly, I would say slightly, didn't help them because Gavi was persona non grata in the game. Absolutely, in terms of the wings, the position that he was, what he was supposed to offer in the position that he was playing, it wasn't the best. Although defensively, and then in terms of helping the midfield defense, he did a bit of work there. But I think up front, he wasn't existing there. Ferran Torres, as you also know, he also didn't give up the sort of quality that we expect. And so, I would say it's a lesson for Spain, Luis de la Fuente, to go back to the drawing board, re-strategize, and then come back stronger in the next game.
All right, let me listen to Harry, and then we wrap things up.
Yeah, so I would say, Onyame Bosheno, Abemwewie, Onyame Bosheno, Abemwewie. I think the whole world, I was the only optimistic pundit because I knew that we were going to clinch a point in this game. I don't have much to say, but I will say that this Cape Verde team has shown that they're a tournament team. In 2013, when it came into the AFCON, they reached the quarterfinal stage. In 2022, the same thing. They were defeated by a certain South African team that the goalkeeper was carrying, which they lost on penalties. Now, in that tournament, they scored Ghana and then drew 2-2 against the almighty Egypt. Coming to this tournament, when you look at the path that Cape Verde has gone through, you will see that no, they have a certain fire in them. Just like this, when Ghana went to 2006 World Cup, we had some kind of charisma, and then the world was loving us. This time, Cape Verde has shown over time that they can be that team. They can be compact, even though the pressure was on them, but they were able to contain the pressure from the Spanish players, maintain their composure. Of course, at the point I was furious because they were losing balls here and there, but that was what it has to be. And so, well, we've gotten the 1 point. Now the calculation has the way I've done it and the way I think it should play out. Yes, the chart not to. Chart not to. The industry chart my head at to. Saudi Arabia, watch out. Uruguay is just 1 point. Now, on the part of Spain, like I said earlier, there is a Spanish team with a lot of talents. They can do a lot of things. But when you're playing a tournament, you need that poacher, that person that when you look up to and you throw the ball in, they can do the magic. There was Gonzalo Garcia of Real Madrid. Of course, you could have been at the bench, not doing anything. 5 minutes to time, you just bring him on, and then he has the ball for you. That was the kind of role that he was playing at a point. The kind of role that Joselu was playing for Real Madrid at a point. They were not a starter. They are not going to start the game, but they are going to show that, look, in times of difficulty, when you call upon us, we are going to be there for you. So why should you go to a tournament, then you leave the poachers out? You go with wingers or players who operate as false nines. It doesn't work like that. Well, it might work in some instances, like the Euros like this. There was a certain Morata. These kind of players they draw players closer to them to give other players the space. When Lamine came, we saw the thing that happened. 3 players went on him, but he refused to introduce Nico early. He waited till about 4 minutes before he brought on Nico. You see, so when Lamine came, the ball was not going to Lamine's end. It was rather coming to Coriolis' place instead of Lamine. Once a while, it goes to Lamine because they felt that he wasn't fit. No. But when the guy gets the ball, he delivers. And so I think the coach needs to go back to the drawing board, work around this thing. Of course, he brought Dr. Time Daso, Danny Omo. Well, there was enough time for you to bring those guys long time. You know, you make the right changes at the right time, but you don't wait till the end of the game before you bring, you are not Kwesi Appiah. I'm not Kwesi Appiah. You understand?
At this point, I think that I need to, And yes. At this point, I need to end it. Yes, because as Kusiapia, the chop, straight bullet. Yes, but thanks to Rush Energy Drink, Ulas Enterprise, Bigo Cola, Just Chinese, DSTV, Verna Natural Mineral Water, and then Melcom, where Ghana shops. We'll be back again with Egypt against Belgium. This is GhanaWeb TV. My name is Joel Leshen. We out.
Bigo Cola is changing the game and giving away free cash. Introducing the Bigo Scan and Win promo. Your chance to enjoy great taste and win instant cash every day. Just buy a bottle of Bigo Cola. Locate the QR code on the label. Scan with your smartphone, watch the video and enter your details and stand a chance to win instant cash. No waiting, no stress, just real rewards instantly. From everyday refreshment to unexpected rewards, Bigo Cola is more than a drink, it's an experience. So what are you waiting for? Grab your Bigo Cola today, scan the code and win big.
Bigo, big on taste, refresh your vibes.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
This advert is FDA approved.
Every game starts with pressure. The pressure to move faster, push harder, go further. On the pitch, every second matters, every sprint, every tackle, every chance. The world watches, but pressure doesn't stop me. It drives me. Because energy changes everything. The energy to keep moving, the energy to keep fighting, the energy to rise when the moment gets bigger. From the training ground to the world stage, I bring everything I've got. I don't wait for the moment.